Why would that matter? Hi, Maya. How are you? Did you watch your stay to watch your reading yesterday? I gotta check my email quick because I have been out. Yeah, I know. So yes, use the pictures. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I found you. I'm glad you found me. I'm just heating up my coffee and then I'm going to get started. It's going to be a busy day. Going to be driving in the rain. So we're going to... So she didn't confirm. Why did she not confirm? Oh, new messages. Tomorrow at 1:30. Oh. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I have to reply to this. Almost 900. That's the way to do it. It has for 1:30 any day because that's the time. Give me 1 sec. I have to respond to this email because it's kind of important. Because that's the time to pick up my daughter. So you pick what day? Any but the 28th, and I will be there. Okay, sorry. 823. I think I passed 350. I forgot to look. I gotta heat up my coffee. I'm starving too. It has been a busy day. Grace, you didn't even go see your kitty cat. You didn't even go see your kitty cat. You just got home and ran outside. That's okay. 359. Oh my goodness. Hi, Arslan. How are you?
Mama, no.
Welcome.
No, Mommy, no, I didn't.
You didn't. I just have to make my coffee, then we're going to start. If you stick around, then I'm going to pull cards for the...
Mama, I'm putting my keys.
Don't do your keys. Then I'm going to pull cards for the month of June coming ahead. I'm glad you're good. Maya says, hi, Miss Grace. Give me 1 minute. Let me get my coffee. Why are you leaving the door wide open, bud?
Mommy, why are you keeping your sweater on?
I'm keeping my sweater on because I don't like being cold.
I'm not hitting you.
1 second, guys.
I'll talk to
Also, I'm going to remember to bring the longer cord.
I'll talk to Maya.
You can say later. I'm hungry, bud.
So-
We're going to have to have a snack. Say hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya. This is my eagle.
This is my eagle. You got to hold it up so she can see it. Right here. Over here. Over here.
So it can fly.
Okay, let me sit down. The faster I get this done, the faster we can go to McDonald's.
With who?
With me and you, dork.
And?
Your kitty cat?
No.
I'm from Canada. Where are you from? Okay, you got to play, watch TV, whatever. I got 2 hours. So I'm going to pick out of my magic bin here. You is Sun? That's my daughter. Pakistan. All right, right on. Okay. What's your sign? Do you know what your sun sign is? Do you know what your sun sign is, Arslan? I already did Amaya's yesterday, so if you don't tell me, then I'm gonna pick. You so cute. Aw, she is cute. I know.
Who was taking that?
She's there. You. Okay, so we're doing Sagittarius. Hi, Dan. How are you? It'll be Sagittarius and Capricorn. That's who we got today. Sorry, I've been on the run. I had to get home, and I've still got a long day. I'm fantastic. Also, just so you guys know, if you want to connect with each other on here, if you type create, CREATE, then my Nightbot should post your, my big drama, Canada. Good, you're pretty. Oh, thank you. So, if you type the word create, then it will post your link to your channel, and then y'all can connect that way. Does that sound like a fair enough deal? So then y'all can still connect. Tiff, I'm excited for this new drawing. Which one? I saw the one yesterday. Well, I don't know when it was. Create. Yeah, it should post. Then if people want to follow you, they can absolutely follow you. Perfect. It's still working. So just like she did, if you type create, then you'll do it. So we're going to start with Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, what time are we at? Let's give it to 8 minutes. Today's day 26, eh? 8 minutes. The reason I'm doing this is so that we can put the timestamp, so when I post this, then y'all can go directly to there. I'm alone and I'm single. Harry Potter. Oh, cool. I don't know. Single doesn't mean alone. Single is peaceful, actually. That's not a bad thing. Being alone and being lonely are two different things. And I would much rather be alone and work my way through what I'm doing than struggle in a not happy relationship. So trust me, it's okay. I'm going to do these two. Okay. I think I got my crap together. We're going to roll 16 and you're lonely? Oh, honey, you have a whole life to go. You have a whole life to go. You should not even, you should not be worried. Your whole life is ahead of you. Don't worry about messing it up with dating. Give yourself time. Plastic. All right, give me actually, I really like doing the moon first because then we get to see kind of where you're at. I don't give out my WhatsApp number, especially not to a 16-year-old, honey. I'm old enough to be your mom and then some. That's just not something I would ever do. I wouldn't do it for anybody unless it was through Zoom calls, the readings, things like that, that people purchase on my website. I don't give out that information.
I'm holding my ego.
That is your ego. Don't hurt it. You my mom, okay? I'm not your mom, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's inappropriate to give out your information in places like this. At least I believe it is. I like to keep my personal life personal, and on here, I do what I can to help y'all, but there has to be boundaries. I believe wholeheartedly in them. Okay, for my Sagittarius what is the energy for June? What are they moving towards? How's it looking? What is the energy? Your inner wild child awakens. Amen. Free spirit. Moon in Aquarius. Also, angel number 23. Have a look at it. Good life. Everyone has a good life. We have to learn to be more grateful, more happy, and awaken the inner wild child. Get out, have fun, be excited. Learn new things. Be inspired. And of course, that's the Sagittarius theme, right? That's like their own theme song. That's what they do best. Good life, you poor? No. What is poor to you? Because poor is attitude. Okay, poor is a lack mindset, and we don't do that. Hi, Martin. How are you? Okay, give me. All right, that's the one. Okay, for my Sagittarius, I don't know how you would like me to help you. I am pulling for Sagittarius right now the energy, action steps, ways to help you show up in a better, your highest best self, if that makes sense. A little more self-care, a little more gratitude, really nice things moving forward. And the energy so far for Sagittarius seems they're in free spirit mood. They're letting their inner wild child come out. Getting out to play, which makes sense for Sagittarius, is almost perfect. If you aren't good at loving yourself, you will have a difficult time loving anyone, since you'll resent the time and energy you give to another person that you aren't giving to yourself, right? You're learning that you come first. Fill your own cup before anything else, because then you give from the overflow and you're never lacking. It's really important.
Mom,
Reflect on a challenging relationship. I know, love your kitty cat. That's okay. Reflect on a challenging relationship. Okay, I'm talking now. It's not time for that conversation, remember? What did it teach you about yourself? Give thanks for these lessons. They have made you stronger. Then we have knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. This is specifically for you, Arslyn. You said you were lonely. Listen to what this is saying. 12:21 on the clock. What you feel, what you put out mirrors back to you, right? What's going on in here is going to mirror back to you. As within, so without. As above, so below. Just the way it is. All right, knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. Take a solitary walk through a local park or on a trail. Embrace the solitude and appreciate the time with your thoughts. Turn off the phone for a little bit. Get out of the mindset of you have to fill that space all the time. Great podcasts are great. Learning things. Getting out, reading a book. The audiobook. Sorry, I couldn't think what it was called. Those are fantastic. But sometimes it's nice just to shut it off and listen to what God's trying to tell you. Get out of the chaos and the worry and the fear and see what's actually there for you. All right. What is this one? That free spirit energy, I really like that. All right, what's going on for Sagittarius? Okay. Council of Light again. Your helpers are coming. The Age of Light. I'll read that one. Yeah, your spirit team. You have helpers. And the more you free up your spirit and let go of the shoulda, woulda, couldas, comparing, competing with other people, feeling lonely, feeling in lack, when you get out of that and you start showing up for yourself consistently, is that it for this one? All right. Fair enough. That's telling a story. It's okay to say no. No is a full sentence. Okay? And what that means is when we go and we dive into doing everything for everyone else and we put ourselves at the bottom of the barrel, then we become resentful. Get out and play. That's at the bottom of the deck. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. It's okay to say no when people are holding this expectation over you, or even when you're holding that expectation to yourself. It's okay to wait. It's okay to pause, right? And do something for yourself. That doesn't mean never show up and do your job, never do things for other people. What it means is fill your cup first, right? Call back your power. Cut the cords. Retrieve your soul from all those places near and far. All of the energy you put out every single day. It's your job to cleanse yourself and keep yourself healthy and happy. And then understand, trust you have helpers in all the realms. When you show up for you, they're always showing up for you, even when you don't know it. But when you start showing up for yourself, that's when you truly get to understand. I'm going to read this 1. The Age of Light. Come on. Angel number 86, which is 14, which is 5. Transformation. That makes sense. Transformation doesn't always have to be all stuck in the healing, all in your head. There's a lot of different things that can happen. You can have fun with it. It doesn't have to be so serious all the time. So you've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There's no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. Gigmazo, you're 50 years old. Not yet. Close. Close. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. So the affirmation to go with this card. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all of my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation and without fear. I've been training for this for lifetimes. How old are you? I know when you're like 12 and you look at anyone that's over 20, you just automatically assume they're 50 or 100 because they seem like lifetimes away. That's kind of like a normal thing, but it never matters. If you go by my soul, I'm probably 500. Add another 0 to that, maybe 2. All right, for my Saggies, can I have the self-care? That was a whole, okay, I'll take that one. I'm not going to take the whole chunk there, but I'll take that one. Give me maybe 2 more. Okay, fair. Fair, enough said. This is for my Sagittarius. Remember, treading water in the center of the still night sea, your toes pointing again and again down into the black depths. Looking back, what inner compass has directed you throughout your life? And what does it have to teach you? Where is your true north? Hi, NFH, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm just doing Sagittarius right now for June, going into June. I hope you're having a great day. It has been crazy busy. I'm getting it all packed in a little thing because I still have a half a day to go. I'm really great. I'm happy. Staying busy, which is such a good thing. It's actually finding the balance, right? But you know the busy days that feel like a lot's coming, but you're really happy about it. Like you don't feel weighed down or any of those things. You feel good about it. So yeah, it's been one of those days. Yes, exactly. All right, this is for my Sagittariuses. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. It's so true. Say thank you to God. And every time you see something that you like, that makes you smile, say thank you for it. Because it is a blessing. Absolutely. Today, find a way to thank someone who has been there for you when you most needed it. It just takes a minute, right? And I'll tell you, I start to feel heavy sometimes if I haven't been saying thank you as much, or I get busy or get really up in my head. That's when the overthinking starts coming in, and we start to fear and be and worry of all these things. But the thing about thank you is you can't be in fear and chaos and anxiety and be in gratitude at the same time. So When you start saying thank you for all those things, thank you for my hands, thank you for my ears, thank you for the house that I'm in, thank you for my child, thank you for all the blessings I have every single day. When you say that, you can't be worried about anything else. More people need to learn that. It's starting to shift, and I'm starting to see a lot more of it. But Sagittarius, I think you're starting to understand that you feel lighter every single time, and you're learning that that's actually a path. The more thankful, yes, exactly. And the more you start saying thank you, the more you notice. Like there's, oh, thank you for this. Oh, and there's that. Oh, and there's that. Oh, and look at the trees today. Oh, look at the birds sitting in the tree. Thank you. What a beautiful image that put in my brain. You know, it's just all of that good things, they just kick out all that negativity. And when we can stay in the present, which is what we're doing when we say thank you, we're in the present, in the now. We're thankful right now. When we do that, we're not in the past, right? Or the fear of what's to come. It's the best place to be. And it seems to me, Sagittarius is learning. By the way, free spirit is definitely part of Sagittarius, even though this says Aquarius. You're learning to awaken your inner child. How many times a day does a kid say thank you? How many times a day does a kid get happy and joyful? What, baby?
How many times does a kid get something that they love?
How many times does a kid get something that they love? Well, you, a lot more than most, I would think. All right. Look down at your body and whisper, there is no home like you. Thank you. Again, I know, she just melts my heart every day. Find a way to give thanks using your body. What small acts of service can you provide for others or to your surroundings? Literally, that's what I was saying, thanking your hands and your toes, holding the door for somebody and just saying thank you, giving somebody a compliment, right? All of those things just, not only does it help somebody else and it passes that ripple forward, right? But it also inspires others and it shows people how you are and how you like to be loved, right? And it's so easy to do. What are you singing? She's over there singing. All right. What is the energy? What are they letting go of? What are they learning to do? What are they balancing in the month of June? Oh, I seen you flip. Prosperity lies ahead. You're starting to get excited because you already know you've been putting in the work. Give me one more to go with that. New moon in Taurus. Okay, just no yelling, okay? Yeah, bring love into the situation and work through your fears. And that makes more sense. That free spirit, doesn't come easy, right? You had to work through a lot of crap to get to this space, to start trusting that when I stay in the present, right, I know that prosperity lies ahead because I'm in the present and I know how to bring love into the situation. And every single time, you're bringing love to you first. Then it's going to mirror out and then mirror back to you, right? It takes a little minute. Sometimes it takes a pause. Be bold and make the first move. You're not worried. You're not sitting in fear anymore. Zay Wavy, everyone like and subscribe. Oh, thank you. How are you, Zay? Zay Wavy. I like that name. How are you? Thank you so much for that. Sagittarius, which it just kind of makes me giggle a little bit because Sagittarius, that is like Sagittarius, the free spirit. That's like the core of who you are. And it seems to me like if you look up Sagittarius, that's what they talk about, right? You're a free thinker. You think outside the box. You're not afraid of adventure. This is, yes, and so that's another thing. And I find a lot, this always happens. When people come into my readings, even if they're not that sign, it's meant for you, right? Because we all go through certain things. Also, this is, the way I do it is how the planetary alignments are, right? So we have special stages, right? And a lot of times what we're going through in our lives, it's easier. Sometimes we have to go more inward and we're learning and we're taking it in and we're processing. Other times we're being more outwardly, the free spirit. There's certain things that we're learning to do the action to balance out the dreaming, right? So when you come in and it calls to you, that's why. It's because you're at that stage where you've been kind of doing the thinking and the learning and the processing and the releasing. And now you're like, ooh, it's time. It's time to have a little fun. It's time to get excited. You're a Scorpio. If you stay till I'm done this, I will do Scorpio next for you. I do 2 each day until the end of May. It should be just before the end of May. But if I do 2 each day, then we get it. But you're Aries? All right. Well, you should have came in about 10 minutes earlier, and I would have started one of those for you. But if this is calling to you, you got to remember another thing. Your, do you know what your big 3 are? Your sun, your rising, and your moon. Because sometimes, if you have Sagittarius heavy in your chart, that's why you still feel aligned to some of these things. So, like I'm a Leo sun, Libra rising, and Scorpio moon. That's a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, and it like we have you guys. If you looked at your chart, like really looked at your birth chart, you'll see that you pretty much have a little bit of each sign in you. So, like, there's always going to be something there that's going to resonate, especially when it comes to bettering ourselves, showing up, doing things better than before. I'm going to do this one because it usually spits out the longer reading one, but there's always good nuggets of wisdom. But then there's this fun one that I do. It was an old game, New Blueprints. Yes, you're creating new blueprints, and I love that. The next one that I do is more of a fun one, kind of get out. It was actually a board game, or sort of like a board game, but I really liked it, and I wanted to keep the cards, so I kept them, and it's a way to get out there. Scorpios are born rulers. We're all born rulers. Scorpio is a little different because they have that deep, deep transformation, right? They have the ability to go inward and flow, right? That's the emotion. You're very introspective. You're very intuitive. And, of course, you have the ability to dive deep first, which is why? Because those transformations, you go through them, you flow through them. Where some of us maybe sometimes have to muscle through them, push through because we have that ram. Learning how to get that balance and find a way to flow through it, we have to work a little harder for, but you don't because you have that emotion. Like, that is just what you do. That's what you, transformation, deaths and rebirths, and that is what you do best, right? So learning how to flow with that is really something that comes easy where other people have to work a little harder for it, which it doesn't matter because we all can do it. It's just learning how to do it. And it helps a little easier when you have like family in those signs or close friends that share their secrets and work with you, or you just like to learn, right? So, and Sagittarius, they have the free spirit, but they're always like, I don't want to say they're not emotional. They're just not as intuitive until guided that way. Once they open up and get to this stage, that free spirit stage, where'd I put that card? I'd probably move it. But when they get, oh, it was stuck to the bottom. When they get to this stage, the free spirit, which is like their north node, that is the epitome of Sagittarius. When they get to that stage, they learn how to flow through, right? They literally learn how to maneuver through all that emotional, I don't want to say drama, but the emotional things that would normally be a blockage, right? But you have to open up to do that. And that's where you start creating the new blueprints. This is a little long, but there's a couple really good things in here. And that's why I read them. And the reason I read them, even though they're long, because if you look at the artwork on these pictures, the creator of this deck, Izzy Ivy, painted every single one of these by hand, right? Everyone has a story. And that's why if you're going to take someone else's deck, also angel number 38, if you're going to take someone else's deck and you're going to use it and you're going to read through it intuitively what you feel, which I believe wholeheartedly that's what we're supposed to do, but it's also a thing to respect what they put in, right? It's more important to do that because, yes, whatever I feel is amazing, but what they wrote, there's something they're trying to teach us. And when we pay that attention and give it that respect, we're going to get the most out of it. It just said 3003. That's how we mirror things back to us, right? Respect just comes back to us. Love comes back to us. It's that reciprocity, right? All right, be the change you wish to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create the blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful and meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desire to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on in the world, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. It is healthy to have an interest in what is happening around us, but it is important not to become so disheartened that we can't find the inner light to ignite even the tiniest upward spiral of improvement. There is still so much natural beauty on this incredible blue planet, and there are organizations and solo game changers creating amazing transformation all the time. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Stepping forward with action, however small, will benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. We have more of a voice than we realize. As consumers, we can direct our energy and make a difference through ethical choices. By stepping out of our own needs and wants, we can help someone less privileged. My reading sucks. Sorry, guys. We can pick up trash, be present with someone, or smile at those we share a path with. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. I was literally just talking about that. Consider how all beings can co-inhabit this glorious planet. Could you design a blueprint for ethical, compassionate, heart-centered living? What would the guardians of this earth need to be? How would they feel about themselves? What can you do to uphold this? This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are part of a bigger picture, a greater story, and your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. And that's why I'm saying Sagittarius has done the inner work, the transformation, learning how to flow with it. And what happens when that happens? That free spirit comes out. You start to trust. You start to understand that when I release this negativity, when I release the fear and anxiety, and I can be in the present here and now, doing those kind things creates a ripple effect, and it always comes back to me. And when I'm happy and I'm thankful for all of these things, what happens? I get more and more things to be happy and grateful for. All right, have a blessed one. Take care. Have to feed the kids. All right, thank you for stopping in. NFH, have a great day. Give the kids some love and lots of munchies, lots of good stuff. My kid gets McDonald's today because I promised her. She doesn't get it all the time, so I'm not cooking today, though, so that's beneficial. All right, have a good day. I appreciate you. All right, for my Sagittarius, this is my little card game I was talking about. It's called Better Than Yesterday. That's the name of it. And you can check them out, I think, on, I want to say YouTube, but it might be Instagram. But it's a little board game, but it's just all these cards, and they just have all these sections, and it's ways that you can show up and do something a little bit different. Start becoming a free spirit. Let your inner child have a little fun and play. And that's what it's about. Okay, give me 2 or 3. We don't want a whole bunch. Just for my Saggies, some new ideas, new things. If even one calls to you, try it and see where it leads you, right? Come on now, get in there. Okay, there's one. Start reading the biography of someone you admire. That's cool. Get insight into the how and why of the people you look up to. Learn about their backgrounds and their thought processes. Not only does it help you see how and why they did it. Oh, okay, not too many. That's too many. But we'll take this. Which one? This one. This one. I see the way you laid them out. They laid me a whole bunch, but I don't want to do that many because we want to keep it reasonable. Go to a movie by yourself. The ability to enjoy time alone gives you a powerful sense of independence. It doesn't have to just be a movie. Just go do something by yourself. So there was someone in here earlier. I realized they were young, but they said, I'm alone and I'm lonely. Being alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. And learning how to love yourself, learning how to spend time with yourself, enjoy doing things with yourself is what makes you independent. That's what makes you able to be in that balanced relationship, because you're not becoming codependent on each other. You're allowed to have your space. You have your own path. They have their own path, but you still get to meet together, right? Doesn't mean you do everything together. It means that you let them go do their life and you do your life and you still meet up, right? And you have lots to teach and inspire. That's the goal. Then we have do a physical challenge for charity. For each push-up, donate $1, etc. Do something like that. Be a philanthropist, my lord, by using your sweat and effort to support a worthy cause. If you're going to exercise, if you're going to jog, if you're going to do something, create a little thing on your social media. Create something that says donate this much, or if you want to see me do this many, donate, whatever, and then give it to a charity. Give it to someone, something that you actually admire, something that makes you happy, right? Because when you do that, it's going to make you nothing but proud. Make a 1-year plan and a 5-year plan. Think small and big. Give yourself a roadmap for what makes you happy and fulfilled. And that's what Sagittarius is doing. That free spirit is exciting. It's fun, right? You get to say, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to conquer the world, and I'm going to do all this, and you get to dream really big, right? Far out, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But then you're dreaming out a year closer, right? And all it's doing is this goal here is just leading you closer to this goal. And then you break it down to another day at a time. A little bit of, by each day, each week, whatever it may be that gets you, right? It doesn't matter how many steps it takes. It's about focusing and showing up every day and doing one step, whatever that may be. Whether it's writing a page, whether it's doing some researching, whether it's laying out, creating a brainstorming idea. It doesn't matter what it is. Hi, Imran. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing Sagittarius right now. We're learning about the free spirit running around here, learning how to be their best self. That's really what it is. I'm doing really good. How are you? Like done. Thank you. That was fast. Star Brothers and Inner Earth. Protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Yep. And then Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginning. You know what you're letting go of. You've already let it go. I can feel it. It's like that. Like, let's just do this. We got this. And that's pretty exciting. Star Brothers, where are we? Angel number 106, which is 7, which is your connection to spirit. You're starting to understand. Taurus energy, protection, safety, and trust. Have you done the coffee? I did. I made a coffee just at the beginning. So I'm going to survive this. I still have a busy day today when I'm done. I have about 4 hours, 5 hours worth of work. That's not bad. But that's okay. We'll get it done. It's been a good, exciting day. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I got to get out and do some networking and talk about my business and meet some like-minded people, like have real adult conversation. It was wonderful. I'm planning to meet my crush in December. Yeah, you told me that. Are you preparing? And are you remembering to do all of the things, right? Check in, make sure you're, don't go in it, even though you're a crush and there's somebody you like, don't go in it expecting marriage, right? Go in with an even playing field. Keep it neutral, keep it light, and allow yourself time and space to grow, right? Because even though it's been a long time ago, it's been a long time, right? Give time, allow space for that, right? All right, you're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent, I don't know why I can't say that word, beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. It's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. The world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically, they want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. I am practicing with a mirror. Good job. That's important. Don't laugh about that. Your confidence will grow, I promise. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support, right? Remember, I told you that. You've been practicing in the mirror? Have you been saying the affirmations? I'm strong. I am kind. I'm compassionate. I am confident. I am joyful. I'm grateful. As many, as whatever it is that you want to be, that you desire to be, that you already know you have in you, but you want more people to see, speak it. And speak it clear, speak it with a smile, and see your face, hear your voice saying it. Allow your soul to do that. I promise you, the confidence will just get stronger and stronger and stronger. I know it to be true. But you got to commit and show up. And you have till December, so you got lots of time. So I know you got this. That's amazing. All right. And these aren't, okay, well, you got one. Let me shuffle. Two. We're only going to do 3 of these, okay? Only 3. I know you like to throw out lots, but just 3. For my Sagittarius, oh, there's Grace. It's time. Adventurous. Yes. Ooh, June's going to be good for Sag. One more. All right. Bottom of the deck. I always do bottom of the deck. Move boldly into a golden future. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3, verse 5, 6. Okay? When you're started that, okay, the awakening the inner child, when you were a kid, what did you do? You trusted. You were in awe. You were grateful for things. You were happy and open and honest and learning and looking up to people that did all these things that inspired you, right? So that's what they want you to do. And then it says, commit to a spirit of excellence. Whatever you do, do it well. Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatever you do, do it well. I don't care if you're going to mop the floors. I don't care. Oh, look at that one snuck out. How you snuck out? Patience is its own reward. That one snuck out, so we'll read it. It must mean something. You crown the year with a bountiful harvest. Even the hard pathways overflow with abundance. And that's Psalm 65:11. That adventurous spirit, that which literally is the next one, that free spirit means you had to let go a lot of crap. You had to release a lot of fear. You had to release a lot of expectation. Okay, there's a whole difference between I know I'm doing the work, so I know it will come. I don't know when it's going to come, but I know it's going to come. I put in the work and universal law, right? As within, so without, right? Reciprocity. You keep that cycle, right? As long as we keep that cycle going, just like karma, every action has a reaction. Same thing. When you know it and you have that expectation, you know it's coming, it's a lot easier to let it go, if that makes sense. So it's time to be adventurous and play. The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come, and the cooing of turtle doves fills the air. Song of Solomon, chapter 2:12. That adventurous spirit, it took a lot of work to get there. Took a lot of letting go, a lot of processing, a lot of understanding. This is the part you need to be celebrating. And I know we filled, it was the Moonology one that I pulled that said it's time to celebrate, right? Get excited for what's to come. You've been learning, you've been growing, you've found the ways through, you understand what you have to do along the way. That is, when we forget to celebrate those movements, those small little steps, those small little wins, when we forget that, we lose out on a lot of things and we hold ourselves back because we set our expectations so high for ourselves, or trying to keep up with the Joneses, or thinking that somebody else expects this of us, if that makes sense, that we forget that it's our journey. It's where we're going, what we're doing, what works, right? So at the end of the day, the more we keep space for that, the more we love ourselves through it, the more we allow things to flow. And that's what's happening. You're awakening that inner child. You're having a little more fun, and you're saying, okay, if I stay in the here and now and I find all the things to be grateful, and I'm grateful every day, I don't have to stay in chaos and worry, and trust comes a lot easier. Trust yourself first, and then you trust God, then you trust your spirit team, then you trust the universe. It's only going to come that way when you learn to trust yourself. Look, karma, balance, is literally the way it came out. That is a whole lot of 8s, my friend. A whole lot of 8s. And I wasn't going to take both, but they came out stuck, like not stuck together, but they were side by side by side. 8 is a lucky number. 8 is my lucky number too. So it says karma, balance, prosperity, success, wealth, cycles, cause and effect, and gratitude. Abundance is on the way, and it extends beyond just financial wealth. This is a reminder that true fortune encompasses all aspects of life. If you don't appreciate those around you today, they may not be here tomorrow. Take responsibility for your actions and use this awareness to unlock your greatest potential. That free spirit, right, came at the expense of letting go of the negative, the worry, the fear, right? And when you release that, you came into your personal power, which is, again, all those 8s. 8, 8, 8, 8. That's a lot of 8s. You start seeing all those 8s all over the place, you know it's for you. Abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, and epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending you this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for the greatest good. When you have that free spirit, you trust that the only karma coming to you is good karma, because you got rid of the filter of all the negative and the worry and the fear, and you know how to use your personal power for the greatest good, which means, look at this at the bottom of the deck. You're in alignment. 2, 2, 2. That's balance. Dreaming it all, doing the action steps, having fun, not chasing it, not clinging so tightly that you're afraid to let it go and wait for it to come back. You're understanding what that means. Alignment, harmony, authenticity, relationships, growth, balance, choices, devotion, and trust. How do you move forward towards your true calling? Simply follow what brings you joy. Your passion and enthusiasm will be your guiding light. If something sparks in your interest, follow it. These paths will lead you closer to discovering your life's purpose. You're coming into alignment, and you're not worried about it. You're not fearful of it. You're not scared of it. You're excited. You're trusting, and you're loving yourself through it. You know when to stop, process, and release. June's going to be a big month for Sagittarius, for sure. That free spirit is fun. The play gets to be had. You get to not worry so much and think of all the things. There's enough things going on in the world to let us fear. Thank you. See you soon. Yes, have a great day. Oh, I guess it's night there. Take care. And remember, in the mirror, never stop. Stay in that mirror, boosting yourself up. Have a great night. Take care. All right. Now, for my, that's too many. Don't get excited. Yes, I know we were just talking about affirmations, but we still want to keep it realistic. No more than 3, please. Okay, 1. I know you got to find the perfect one because I told you. Oh, yeah, duh. All right. We got, taking care of myself is a radical act of self-love. Amen. It's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. We don't have to hold on so tightly. That's it. Focus on what we want. Do the action steps and trust it's coming. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm just doing Sagittarius right now. I hope you're having a good day. What time is your live? Did I miss it already? I saw the post, but I didn't get to see the live yet. I saw the post that said you're going live today. Oh, I'm glad. Are you going to be live today, or did you already go live? I saw the post, but I think I just saw it before I came on here, so I don't know if I missed the live or not. But if you're going live shortly, then when I'm done here, I'm coming. Saturday? So I just got the post for it today. How come? That's for for the challenge? My notifications aren't working. I just saw the post. So I have to I'll watch the replay. Yeah, but I just saw that today. Okay, so that means it's already up. Did you, it's still posted? Like you didn't leave it private. You let it post? Because if so, I'm going to find it directly. Because I saw the notification. I was like, oh, I didn't miss it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Damn it. Oh, that sucks. But I'm going to watch the replay for sure. Because I want to know what the challenge is. Okay, good. I can still see it. And are you going to go live each day for the challenge? Because I want to do, I like following along with your videos. I have to put it on, I can put it on my TV, YouTube on my TV, and then I can go and actually watch. Which one? I got 3. So you got taking care of myself is a radical act of self-love. This one, 1000%, was the one that excited me the most because that's what I want to do the challenge. I want to follow along. I have some chunk to lose. I've been at the computer working my butt off all winter and didn't get enough exercise. So I need to get my butt in gear. And then it's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. Oh, sorry. And then we have one more. This is my favorite. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And that's what it is. Sagittarius is not... Okay, this is what Sagittarius is meant to be. That even, I know this is Aquarius, but that free spirit, that inner child, that following what lights you up, right? That's what it's supposed to be. I know. This deck is called Spirit Junkie. It's literally one of my favorites. It's one of the first decks I ever got, too. Because it's all simple little affirmations. But, like, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. They're cute, they're fun, they're simple, they're easy. And one or two that sticks with you, you know. Even if one. The whole idea, when I first started using these, I would flip them for my own self. While I was still trying to heal, trying to wake up and figure it out, I would just shuffle them, pull out a couple, and whatever one really stuck out of the few that I would shuffle, as soon as something negative, because when I tell you the negative, the fear, the things that I had to get out of my brain, took a lot of unlearning and reprogramming. So whatever one stuck in whatever one that flipped out that really stuck in my brain, I would, every time I started to worry, every time I started to feel fear, get anxious, any of that, nope, not today. And I would repeat that affirmation. And there's no one in this world that can convince me affirmations save my life 1000%, which is why I talk about them as much as I do. And I think the whole world should know if there's even just one, and I don't care if you have to repeat it 500,000 times, right? I tell the story about me. The reason I tell it like I do is because there was a time I went through a lot of crap and I barely survived. Then you have remorse, survivor's guilt. You have all the other crazy stuff going on. 54-45. All right, Spirit. You have all the other crazy stuff going on. But I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. Like, couldn't even. I was like, I was walking that line. Am I going to make it today? Am I not? I didn't know, right? And didn't know if I even cared. But I showed up every day with an affirmation. You are worthy. You are enough. You are loving. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have love. And I had to say it over and over again. Those were the only ones I could say. Sometimes I would scream at my mirror. Sometimes I would just cry. Sometimes I would laugh at myself. But I showed up every single day. Every single day, even when I didn't believe it. And it took 6 months, but I did it. Oh, my phone's going to die. Don't die. When I was healing, yeah, I literally had, I had affirmations everywhere, literally everywhere. And I still do. I have up on my walls, I have, be present. Today is what counts. You know, I have just these things. I'm amazing. Like, it's a whole little thing. I get pictures of my daughter up there, little stickers and stuff. Every single day. My whole thing is just pictures of positivity. And the back, see those boards that are up on my wall? Eventually, that's what that's going to be. I'm trying to make it creative and fun, put my logo, but also get the affirmations. I'm telling you, the whole world needs it. I don't think people understand, and it feels weird and it feels uncomfortable, so a lot of people kind of run away. They're like, I don't want to do that. What are we at? 56. Let's go 57 minutes, just so I know, because that's the end of Sagittarius. But if we can just get more people every day to see that even when we don't believe it, if we can show up and if we can commit, if we just commit, we can teach ourselves. We have a lot of unlearning to do. We have all the things that we didn't understand. We want to be better, 56. We want to be better than our parents, right? Well, to be better than our parents, we have to put in work. Our parents want what's best for us. Doesn't mean they always know what that is. Doesn't even mean we know what that is. But if we don't love ourselves and we don't show up and commit to ourselves, how are we going to learn? If there's anything in this world we should be mastering, it's ourselves. What drives us, how we learn, what triggers us, what the grief is, all of the things that we've been dealing with, learn it, understand it so we can overcome it. And then when we move through that, nothing can stop us. We become unshakable. And that's really what I'm trying to teach as we go through this, right? So, Sagittarius, oh my Lord. I really like that free spirit. That's what Sagittarius is meant to be, right? Absolutely what they're meant to be. So, it's like your North Node. Your North Node will never be another human being. Will never be another human being. It's going to be your purpose. It's going to be a destination, a direction. It's going to be your highest self. Your North Node will never be another human being except yourself. And Sagittarius is like, I know me. I've been learning me. I get it. Now I get to go have fun and be adventurous. June's going to be exciting. Looking at things just like a kid in awe. That's exciting. All right, for my Capricorn, I better mark it down. See, I get ahead of myself. This one is going to be Capricorn. What number are we at? Let's say 59 minutes. I'm trying to do this so the timestamp, so when people pop in and when they watch it, they can go, oh, there it is, and click right to it. That way they don't have to watch all the other stuff or fast forward or mess with it. They can just click. So, all right, for my Capricorns, what's the energy for June? What are you learning, releasing, learning how to adjust, pivot maybe? What is the energy? Ooh, contentment. You got, the free spirit. Everyone's getting a little free spirit. That snuck out even after the shuffle. That was in behind the Virgo, though, which is usually not so much a free spirit. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. Good. Moon and Virgo. Also, number 18, angel number. You're finding contentment. You're learning how to find contentment in yourself, right? You're showing up, you're boosting your health, and then a little bit of that free spirit mixed in there, and that's snuck in the back. So I don't think it's so, I think that's what you're working towards, right? But you're learning how to be happy with yourself, to show up, to do the little extras, to put in that routine, right? That exercise routine, to do the things that make you happy. Whether it's meal prepping, doesn't matter what it is, right? But you're learning that to be content with yourself, you have to figure out what the structure is for your health, because health is wealth. And then, of course, mixing up a little free spirit in there just means, I think, you're kind of getting creative with it. You're figuring what it is that's actually going to make you happy, what's going to drive you and move you forward. And that's a really good balance, right? Too much freedom sometimes can get overwhelming because we're not sure what to do with it. So we always need to have a little bit of structure. And structure is not a bad thing, right? It can be when we overly structure, but a little bit creates that balance. And when we can walk in balance, that's where we're at our happiest, most accomplished, most successful, and most free. Went right in the drawer, eh? Right in my drawer. You got 3 self-care, which is more important, and it makes sense because your chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. You're learning what it's going to take to satisfy yourself. Sorry, I'm looking at the window to make sure my kiddo's out there good. The bud stands for all things, even for those that don't flower, for everything flowers from within. What is still budding inside of you? Where do you feel unlocked potential? This is a gift coming to you later down the road. That little schedule, that little routine that you're creating, whatever it is that brings you joy, makes you happy, and feel satisfied, it's not only helping your physical health, it's helping your mental health. It's allowing you that space, and you're not doing it in a pressured way. You're not setting up that expectation. You're finding what works for you, right? And you're finding contentment in it, starting small and adding as you go. But as long as you get to a space where you're content with it, you're going to move forward and you're going to show up and do it more, right? Because when we feel accomplished, when we do things, we become more empowered, more happy as we go through it. Hey, why you have my wallet? Put it back in my purse, please, so we don't lose it. Oh, no, leave it there. I'll get it when we're done. I'm almost done, boo-boo. We got one more, and then we're going to go. What a strange thing to be alive beneath cherry blossoms. Whom do you deeply love? Find bliss in your ability to feel this love. Like for me, my daughter, right? She's my whole heart, my absolute whole heart. And how can I not be happy? Yeah, she drives me crazy. Yeah, we fight and fuss and have our little arguments and our frustrations, but she is absolutely my whole heart. And I'm telling you, the joy of just being able to sit there and watch with a smile on your face and watch them grow. It's a gift that cannot be explained. And you're allowed to find bliss and happiness in that. I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. That was Walt Whitman. Notice the beauty of connecting with others today and the gift it gives to your soul. I'm telling you, I went out today and I almost didn't go because I was starting, I don't even know why, I was feeling kind of fearful. It's weird because I'm pretty outgoing and I don't usually feel scared, right? But there was a networking event and it was before, like, while my kid's at school, so I don't have to be scattered chasing my kid. And, you know, that was the hardest thing, was finding networking events that were during school times. So, like, it was really, really hard. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know how to move through this. Then I found one. It's only for next month, and then it's off until school starts again. But they'll be during the daytime, so I can start actually going. And it's a great community, and they're just like-minded women. It was fantastic. And I was never so excited, but I almost didn't go because I was like, I don't know where this is. And I could think of every reason not to go, and I almost didn't go. Because I was like, oh, I don't know. What if I'm not dressed right? What if they don't like me? And I heard all of those reasons not to. And I said, no, I love myself. And to get out there and to do the things that I need to do, I need to understand that I'm never going to learn if I don't try. So I showed up scared, and they were the nicest ladies, absolute nicest ladies. They were so happy to meet me. Genuine people that are actually potentially can collab with, like, and it was adult conversation. You know, when you're a mom and you've got kids, you don't get a lot of that. And imagine if I didn't go, right? It really, it drove that inspiration. It brought joy. It reminded me, hey, adults can, you can have adult friends, and they're going to like you because you have a lot to learn and share. You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. And because, you know, as much as I get to talk to adults and stuff on here, I don't get to see your beautiful faces. You know, I'm talking to myself on a screen, but it's like, it's a different feeling, and it was so inspiring, and it made me so happy. And that's what I feel like. You're like, okay, I can take these chances. And as long as I maintain and I create that schedule that allows me the space to do what I need to do for myself, for my health, I can be content. And then when I'm content, I can go out and be in the world and be around people, and they can see and sense my contentment. And that's when I get to be that free spirit. I can have a little bit of that and still have my balance. And it's fun and it's joyful, and it actually gives you so much more energy, because like-minded people, people that aren't competing, that want to boost and support, just like you guys on my YouTube. I have so many, my community is so amazing. The way they show up, I love this one. Give me one more. The way they show up, the way we support each other, you know. And it's not, they can't do it every day. Nobody's upset because you can't show up every day. You know, nobody's upset. They know when you can show up, you're going to show up, and you're going to be happy to do it, right? And that's all we need from our people. We don't, putting expectations then lowers everything. It makes everything heavier. And you're starting to learn that, right? A little bit of schedule is okay. Creating that discipline, that structure for the things you need is absolutely acceptable. But creating expectation that sets yourself up for failure is not. That balance, that line, it's there. And when we understand it and can trust it, you're not going to give me one more, eh? Yeah. All right. I thought I wasn't going to. Soul family. Look. Soul family, priestess. I know what I'm talking about. We've been putting in all that work. We're starting to find our soul family. They're showing up for us, right? They're already with us. Up in the, I want to say interwebs, up in the ethers. They're already there, right? Communicating in your dreams. You would just blow your mind how your people get guided to you, right? And you're starting to be content and trust that. And then Mintaken. I'm going to butcher this, but Mintaken, I think that's how you say it. La, 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 la. I should have these by now. 116, so that's 8, which is abundance. Yeah. Your health, your wealth. That is your wealth, right? That's your abundance. Your mental health, how you feel every single day. Those small schedules that keep you uplifted and happy, right? That little meeting today, it was an hour and a half long, and it gave me energy all day. Like, I was so happy. I was excited. I'm excited to go over the conversations and actually reach out and connect with a lot of these people. There's so many things that we forget, that when getting out there allows us the space. When we meet like-minded people, when we get to be around people like that, it's uplifting. And we're just as uplifting when we find that balance. We know how to have that little free spirit and be content in ourselves. But if we let the weight of the world weigh us down, it sure will. It sure will. That's why gratitude, that's why those little moments of self-care, that's why all those things matter like they do. All right. Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakens' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel close, most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and all light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or a longing for a sense of belonging. Oh, where was the other one? I seen it. Anyways, it was said belonging. Literally, I was talking about it. And your root chakra, right? That's your safety, your stability. I lost my spot. Hold on. Healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect to Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it, rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come, which is literally what I did when we moved out to BC. I tried to create it other places. This seems to be where I feel most at home, and that's amazing, and that's a great feeling. Okay, and this is they call it a transmission, but it's the affirmation that goes with this. I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. We create it because when we understand our home is here, right? It's our mindset. It's how we think. It's how we feel every single day. That's why we're empowered. That's what allows us the strength to get out there. The confidence to do it scared. The ability to understand that we have value. And if we don't allow others to see the value we have, how are we going to find comfort in it? How are we going to understand what it is, right? We all have it. Sometimes it takes a little longer to find it because we have to create it. We have to understand that this little schedule, this little exercise thing, whatever it is that makes you feel more empowered is exactly what it needs to be, right? We're doing it for our best good, no matter what it is at the end of the day. What did I do? Oh, right there. I set the book down. I'm like, where'd it go? All right. What are they releasing? I feel like you're creating. I don't even feel like you're releasing. I feel like you're adding and just letting the other stuff fall away, which is a whole different thing than intentionally releasing. You're just adding the good and letting the old fall away, what needs to go, which is an amazing thing. Communication is key. You're telling the universe and yourself what you want, what you need to be loved. Capricorn, good for you. Good for you. Anyone else to go with this? One more? Can you say yes, yes, yes? One more. It's time to release negativity. You're not, that's what it is. You're speaking your life into yourself. You're speaking and adding your little structure. You're adding your health, whether it's changing how your eating habits. You're not releasing and saying, I'm not eating anymore. I'm cutting this off. You're adding more salads, more something nice so that you're not taking away, you're not feeling the loss because you're just adding stuff. And then the stuff that it doesn't need to happen falls away. Like the negativity, the worry, the fear. And you're speaking your greatness. You're literally speaking it out into the world. I'm always going to be here for that. That's the upward spiral that we all need to be creating. What did you say, Grace? Do I need to pee? What did you say? I do not need to pee. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking, bud. All right. Now, what do we have here? I thought it was going to rain outside. We got a couple drops, and then it went away. Okay, my Capricorns. Okay, just one, please. Yeah, writing. Okay, it says, I'm sorry, defenseless, writing past wrongs, and uprooting. And I know that sounds kind of like sad, but it's not. It's what you're releasing. Understanding what it means. It is like a little sad, but it's not. It's a good thing, right? By adding all the good, it makes this a lot easier to release. But angel number 78, good number. Very good number. Okay. Defenseless, writing past wrongs and uprooting. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it to be here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge Grace. What are you doing? Stop playing in the bathroom, please. We must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive. Personally, ancestrally, and collectively. What are you doing? You're going to get in trouble. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or to do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Capricorn. This is what you're releasing. You've been doing this. You've been doing that work. Do you know how deep that work is? So much of this is like, yes, you have your own karma. You have your own stuff. Oh, sorry, I got a notification. You have your own stuff, all that. But now you've been releasing not just yours, you've been releasing your ancestors. You're fixing, righting past wrongs, even when you didn't do it. You're learning from them and moving forward. You're understanding what you have to release. And that's why you're fighting that contentment. This sounds all threatening and scary and kind of sad and all that, but it's learning how to open your heart, and you did. You learned how to release the negativity. You're not living in hate or anger or fear or any of those things because you learned how to process through it. Man, you've been doing that work. Good for you. That's why this contentment is so, so important. That little bit of free spirit, don't kid yourself. That was well earned. I love that it came out even with all the shuffling. All right, before I do the Beyond Lemuria, I want to do this one because these ones are always fun and they just make me happy. This is the little card game. It's a board game. It's called Better Than Yesterday. These are the ways we're going to get out, be a little more adventurous. So I'm going to pull 3 or 4, and if one resonates, get out and do it. Try it. You never know what it will bring, right? How much excitement, adventure, learning, showing up. It's going to inspire you to be better, and it's going to inspire others to be better. Give me 3, please. Let's do 3. I think that's what I did for Sag. Just give me 3. Look, 3 right in a row. Oh, you got 4. You snuck in 1 extra. Instead of texting someone today, call or FaceTime them. Connect with your friends on a deeper level. You'll be grateful you have people in your life who do the same. Yeah, in the time of text message, things kind of fall apart. It's easier for people to flake. There's not as much accountability to be had. And there's something to be said for seeing someone's face, especially someone you genuinely care about, seeing the smile on their face and realizing just how much you mean to them also. It's really a great thing. Oh, it's upstairs. I'm like, where's that sound coming from? When someone asks how you're doing, respond honestly. Honesty is a great quality, and it's refreshing to hear in a world of the usual good. You? Right? Hi, Tommy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, where's the fourth one? Oh, I said I'm back on a thing. I was like, what happened? All right, work out twice today. Push yourself to the limit and be proud that you did. Twice. I hope you're having a good day. It was starting to rain. I thought it was going to stay rainy, but it looks like it's clearing up. So that means I will get the rest of the work done today. So that's good. I hope you had a great day. Take a small mirror out into public, approach a stranger and say, "Excuse me, isn't this cute?" And then show them the mirror. Maybe you don't have to do exactly that, but it's just about getting out and having a conversation and complimenting a stranger. But I think the mirror thing is cute. Make someone's day and give them a reason to smile. Guaranteed. I was actually watching this one. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube. I could be wrong, but I don't remember the guy's name, but he would pull up in a car and he would always be like, "Excuse me, you know, guys, girls, doesn't matter, young, old." He'd tell the guys, "Leave some girls for the rest of us, eh? Thank you for being so beautiful." Just random compliments, and it just made people just absolutely laugh, made them smile. Nobody took it in this big negative way, right? Those small little things that seem so cheesy, you're a little bit off. Really genuinely made people smile. What is that sound? Is that upstairs? Okay. I was making sure nothing is dying in here. It made me worry. All right, give me one of these. Yeah, that's the better than yesterday. It's a little fun game, and it's oh, life force. Look at the way that flipped up. That's important. You're finding your life force energy. You're understanding, right? Creating that for you're creating it. You're creating your home, and your home is here. Paradigm shift. That's exactly what it is. 34, angel number 34. Come on now. 35. 34 is important. Also, that 7, which is your spirituality, your connection with source. What happens when we seek to maximize the life force energy in everything we do? Toward the completion of this oracle deck, I was called to visit Hawaii. I heard it is known to be the last remaining part of the lost continent of Lemuria. I went with an open mind and was sincerely blown away by the incredible level of life force energy radiated there. I am an avid traveler and seeker of high vibrational places, but had never experienced such potency of the magic, the main inspiration of my art, in every cell of every bright green leaf. I could sense the songs of Lemuria in its pristine place. And the only place I've ever actually been on a vacation to was Hawaii. And I kid you not, I didn't want to leave. It was just absolutely amazing. Like the feeling of peace that actually encompassed you was like a hug. She's not kidding. I discovered I had been dreaming of this place my whole life. The crystalline waterfalls, rainbow-diffused skies, exotic flowers, and opulent plant life was so present that you couldn't help but see a radiant aura around everything. Aina is a Hawaiian term for energy and sacred land. It seemed to me that mana and Aina are one and the same. One day, when I was sitting at the red sand beach, I had a vision of an overlaying dimension that spanned our physical world. This overlay was the God force, or life force, in its purest and highest vibration. The vision presented an array of objects familiar to this physical plane, from lower vibrational, concrete, processed chemicals, and suffering-imbued consumables to the higher biodynamic, earthly offerings and the vibrant lands that surrounded me at the moment. The experience imprinted the depths of my being with the remembering that we can bring this beautiful blue planet back to its former glory, starting with our own temples and personal pieces of Eden. I realized that maximizing one's life force energy was a gateway to bridging heaven and earth. By aligning our choices with its higher frequency, we will naturally create more opportunities to ground this somehow forgotten light. When we know the joy of this life force within and around us and are vibrantly alive, we can't help but inspire others to choose the same. It is time for celebration. Revel in the bliss of being alive. This is an incredibly healing card packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. It reminds you to seek joy and upliftment in everything you do as much as possible. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend your time in, the people in your life, and even the things you wear. Increase your awareness of their journey and how they came to be in your world and their energetic resonance. Are they alive and vibrant? You may also be inspired to work with healing energies such as Reiki or with the land. Perhaps grow vegetables. That's our gardening we've been doing, which is amazing. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. That's literally what you're learning. A little bit of structure with a balance of free spirit. That's where your health and your vitality comes from. You're releasing negativity and fear and worry. You're calling in your soul tribe, and you're allowing that space for just you. You're doing exciting new things. You're becoming a little more adventurous, and you're not sitting in fear and worry because you know you've been doing the work. To get to that place is a lot. It's a lot of work, and I don't think people give enough weight to the work that had to happen to get to that space. And the reason I talk about it all the time is because when you learn to celebrate that, and when we start adding more things to our life, not adding more work, sometimes if it's being helpful, but when we add more fun things, when we add a little schedule here, maybe an exercise routine, when we add, maybe I'm going to eat more salads, instead of taking away all these things, I'm going to add something in. I'm going to add a smoothie every day, which means you eat less of the other things. You're happy with the smoothie and you're not feeling the loss, like I took away this meat or I took away this, right? You're realizing that you can just continue to adding, and what doesn't align anymore falls away, which is a much better choice than having to constantly get rid of, lose, release, right? You're still releasing it. It's falling away. But you're not feeling it's lost because you're constantly adding new things, right? You're having that time, that space, and you're finding contentment in how you're doing it. And what works for you, and that's amazing. Capricorn, that's like, especially Capricorn, obsessed with work, that's kind of like what you do, right? But when you become that obsessed with yourself, you make your work, you start to find contentment. You understand that your wellness, your vitality, your mental health, your absolute health is your abundance. And it's always going to remain abundant when you can find that balance. And you're learning that balance. I don't want to say you mastered it yet, but you're pretty damn close. And that's exciting. That is a lot of work you've been putting in. I saw you flip. If you come back out, I'll do it. Give me 2 more, please. Yeah, I can already see the first one that came out said focus on your blessings. That's what you're doing. You're the little schedules, the little additions, all those things. You're just adding things to your life, and what doesn't align falls away, and that's okay. One more. I like that one. All right. And then the bottom of the deck. Spend more time outdoors. Yep. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. Psalms 1:3. Get out in nature. Learn from all the abundance around you. It's never ending, right? And you know that. You found it. That's why you're becoming content. You're finding that balance. Structure and free spirit. Structure and free spirit. Health and vitality. Adding more things, incorporating new things, better things, happier things, more glorious things, and what doesn't align falls away. You don't feel the loss as if you've had to let it go or release it in some sort of lack, because you've just been adding and you're making room. And how are you making room? You're adding and releasing what you don't need to have. It just falls away. It doesn't feel as painful or dramatic, right? And it helps you stay balanced. Helping others is helping yourself. For the whole law can be summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as thyself. Amen. Galatians 5:14. Love yourself first. Always love yourself first. It makes it a lot easier to love your neighbor. You have to know how to love yourself. How can you love your neighbor if you don't even know how to love yourself? How can you properly love them? Let me put it that way. 13013. Thank you, Spirit. God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19. God will lead the way. You're trusting. Man, there's a lot more trust coming out. What was yesterday? Aquarius? It wasn't Aquarius. It was the other one. I forget who it was. Aquarius. It was Pisces. Was learning actual trust. Like to let it go and just stay in the present. That's exciting. Focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. You're not doing without. You have everything you need. For 2 Corinthians 9:11. When you focus on your blessings, that's when you find the balance. You already have so much, right? You can create that schedule, have that free spirit. You can balance everything out. You know when it's time to spend and be a little more glorious, a little more generous. You know when it's time, you got to be patient, maybe reel it in a little bit, or find another pathway, right? And that gets exciting because that's when you start being adventurous and learning what you actually have the capability to do. Capricorn, I'm pretty proud of you. All right, what is the angel number for my Capricorns for the month of June? Something good. I have a feeling it's got to do with that free spirit. We got some divine timing coming into play. It's like, yeah, okay, that's a lot. You can't send out a whole handful. So if you want just one, we're only taking one. If you want a specific one to come out, you can't throw them out at me. A blessing in disguise. You're still getting 2, and you're getting 4444 and 1144. I'm going to read this one first. Blessing in disguise. Obstacles, resilience, strength, character building, experience, and transformation. Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward. You've learned that part. You've learned this. You understand this. When you start to question, you start seeing this number around. That's a reminder. You've already learned this. You understand this, and you have the resilience. You've overcome every obstacle you've ever had. Now you get to go back to that adventurous, the little free spirit, the high vibration. 1144, reminder, raise your vibe. Raise it up. Do something that brings you joy, makes you happy, empowers you. High vibes, divine blessings, abundance, grand opportunities, synchronicity, faith, life purpose, and soul's calling. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner, waiting for you. What's coming is beyond anything you've imagined, a rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. You found the trust. You found the balance. You understand it's okay to be a little free spirit. It's okay to get out there and do things scared. It's okay. You put in the work. You know when you gotta pause. That is like, good for you. Good for you. Be bold. Make the first move. I'm pretty sure that one came up in yours. You're understanding that to release negativity, you got to step out and you got to do different things. Try new things. Sometimes, things that bring you joy, but does it hurt to find out if there's more? Right? I'm telling you, that networking event today was amazing for me. It really brought joy. It made me happy. It was inspiring. Seeing so many ladies doing their own thing, showing up to boost each other, to support, to learn, to get to know each other. It was absolutely amazing. And it was at first overwhelming, and that fear started to creep in, and those worries and all those things started to creep in. But it didn't allow it. It said, no, not today. And it was the best choice I ever made. You're learning that stepping out, finding that 1, 2, 3, back to back, eh? I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought that I have. When you speak your greatness, you speak your love, you speak your joy into this world, that's what's going to happen. I bring peace with me wherever I go. You are the peace because you found the balance. You're understanding that when you add things to your life, you incorporate new things. You don't have to kick everything out to make room sometimes. Sometimes you can just keep adding, and what doesn't align falls away. And what happens when that happens is sometimes more falls away than you initially thought might. And that's when the real joy starts happening. The more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world. I choose to shine. I can expand time when I'm expired. So true. Capricorn, good for you. You're not stuck in the work. You're not stuck in the chaos. You're understanding that longing for home is just the longing to understand yourself. And you're understanding that to create your home, this is creating your home. To find that center, to be you at your absolute most happy, that's your home, that's your stability, that's your peace. You're learning a little free spirit, a little adventurous, and it's so funny that this came out, even after all that shuffling, it came out for the Sagittarius too, which is like the epitome of Sagittarius. But you're finding contentment. You're learning you can add things. You don't have to always take it away. Oh, more Virgo, Sun and Virgo. You're a new endeavor. You're boldly going forward. And look at it, Virgo. There's a lot of Virgo going on here. You must have some Virgo in your chart, which is good because that's where the structure balances out the free will, the free play, right? Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. That's what you're doing. 137:37, as I said that. You reorganize. You recognize that adding new things and reorganizing makes more room than you could ever possibly imagine. You're not packing it away, you're dealing with it. And when you process it and allow it through, show yourself a little extra love along the way. You actually create the space that's needed without that lack or the fear or any of those things. Good for you. Capricorn, you're going to have an exciting June, I think. Are you talking on the phone, Miss Grace? She loves that phone. That's really good. And I'm super happy about it. I think that you guys are going to have an exciting June. Maybe I'll do one of these. I'm feeling for Capricorn. Just one, though. These are fun because they're a little facetious, but they're like cheesy, but they're fun, but they're also meant to teach you a little bit of what these crystals are for, right? Everyone's like, crystals are, people have their opinions, but there's nothing in this world that can tell me how you could not be in awe of something that the earth created, right? What are you doing? If you wanted to come out, spit it out. We'll pull one. You keep flipping it, eh? But okay, if you wanted to come out, okay, there we go. Epidote. So that's what the crystal looks like. I don't know if you can see with the light there, but it's pretty neat. And it says what it is. Epidote is a prismatic, earthy green aluminum silicate mineral. It's the get what you give stone, making good vibes even better. But be warned, if you bring epidote into your world, be ready to bring it. If you're set on wallowing out, keep epidote at a safe distance. Who needs it? Anyone putting in the work on their self-care, which you've been doing. Good for you. Where to put it? Stashed away with your existential to-do list. When to use it? When you're looking to kick a bad habit, a bad friend, or a bad mood. When you want to cast a spotlight on your weaknesses so you can work on them. Upgrade the version of you. This stone helps you upgrade the version of you. And you've already been doing it. So when you're out shopping, you see it. If you're like me and crystals catch your eye, this is a nice one. Very, very nice. Add it to your collection, because on those days, that extra self-help, that extra little boost from the universe, creates space for you. You're already creating space for you. You're learning how to add instead of take away. And when we get stuck in the takeaway, all we feel is loss and lack, and it becomes heavy and overwhelming, and it doesn't need to. And I think you're seeing and understanding that. And I'm really proud of you. Capricorn, good for you. What number do we got there? 141. I think that I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to feed my kiddo and me before we go. I still have a whole day of work to do. But I appreciate everyone that showed up. And that's what I have. I got both the Sagittarius and Capricorn. Tomorrow I'll be on to do 2 more. And we'll see where that leads us. And look, I'm just looking. I have literal crystals everywhere. They're everywhere. Just looked over. Because they bring joy to your life. They take that energy. 141. Thank you, Spirit. It's a good thing to have. It feels good. It's not hurting you, and it's going to help heal. Sometimes a little extra help, a little extra love, a little extra nudge. We all need that. I don't think you're at that space. I think just adding it's going to remind you every single time. I like seeing them. It reminds me. Take a little time for you. Thank yourself. Get grateful. And that's what you're doing. And I'm actually really, really proud of you. 143. Okay. That's what I have for the day, guys. I'm not going to keep it for 2 hours. I was on late yesterday, and I still got another 4 or 5 hours worth of work to do. I'm happy to do it. I'm excited, but yeah, I still got a lot to do. So I love you guys. I appreciate you for coming, and I hope you have the best day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Did I